right, thanks everyone. It's good to be back in Boise this year. Second year of the RCN conference. It's always great networking with everyone and talking about the reality capture industry. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the potential of the metaverse, kind of where Leica sees it, how the technology of reality capture fits into the metaverse, and then I'll definitely have some room at the end to answer questions. So I want to start by asking the question of where are you in the metaverse? And how many of you are asking this question to yourselves? And I'm not talking about your 3D avatar or even your digital fingerprints. We are definitely leaving our digital fingerprints everywhere these days though. But what I want to know, and the question you should be asking is, where is your business in the metaverse? And more importantly, how do you exploit your capabilities to their full potential? Now, much like myself and many others, there's a lot of hype around the metaverse, and I know that we often think about it, could it be cyberspace, or is it just another word for the cloud? Or maybe it's, as Wired Magazine put it, a deeply uncomfortable, worse version of Zoom, which I really hope that's not what it is, but much more of a place where you can actually expand your business potential. And the truth is, if you're doing reality capture today, you're already involved and playing a role in the metaverse. It's just how are you doing that and starting to understand it and starting to drive that as part of your business to go further, drive more revenue, and to grow faster. And you know, we're doing this through a lot of different ways. It can be through generating fully immersive, next level virtual, augmented, and mixed reality experiences. You know, whether that's for the AEC market, it's in industrial plant environments, or you know, it's in media and entertainment. There's a lot of ways this is already happening in this fully immersive type of capabilities. But it can be much more simple. It can be, you know, cloud-based, collaborative sharing of the data set for that visualization with your client. Or maybe it's even attending a conference like this to explore your opportunities. If we look back at yesterday, today, and even tomorrow, there's a lot of conversations around the metaverse. So being at this type of event is a perfect opportunity to explore and see that you're already being involved in what is capable around the metaverse. It's really starting to understand the vast realm of opportunities presented in this space to allow you to understand where you are in your journey, and then starting to chart out that journey to make sure that you're in your right path for your future to grow. So how do we begin to explore what's possible? It really all starts with interconnectivity of parallel digital worlds of data. And that data, it can be hyper-realistic visualizations of space or objects, or insights that were previously inconceivable without artificial intelligence. But it is this type of things that is the key to unlock the true potential of the metaverse. When you think about it, this Peter Drucker quote embodies what Hexagon's journey looks like into the digital reality. And for us, it all starts with reality capture. We see such a true potential to use reality capture, whether that's scanning, photogrammetry, or a mix of both, to really drive what will happen in the metaverse. The first technologies were amazing. They changed the industry in their time, but they were complex, they were expensive, and they were quite exclusive. And we're really starting to remove these barriers. When you look at all the different technologies and the sizes, the price changes, they're really starting to become more and more accessible to really drive what we can do going forward. And today, we truly are starting to build that one-to-one map of the most unimaginable scale. We are overcoming the constraints of distance, being accessible to anyone. We are overcoming the constraints of time, constantly updating the capture of reality everywhere. And today, we are setting to create a digital mirror world of anything and everything. And we think about these entire cities and the scope that's there. These projects are already starting to get underway to drive what the metaverse can be in the future. They require multiple technologies. They require drones. They require mobile mapping. They require static scanners. They require cameras. They require handheld, portable, wearable type units. All these different types of technology is what will drive the potential in the metaverse. And when I think about that, and think about that scope, I think of the author of the 2001 Space Odyssey, Arthur C. Clarke, and I would agree, it's almost kind of like magic. However, we all know in this room, there really is no magic button yet that we all desire. But when we look at it, we're conjuring new worlds from thin air, and we're starting to make the invisible visible. So what's some of the keys to make that happen? One is simplicity. When you think about the ability to push a button and create a 3D space, a digital twin, while you walk through that facility, it provides unprecedented speed and ease of use in facility, building documentation, and other areas of interest. With the BLK2GO handheld imaging laser scanner, what once took hours, multiple scan setups, now takes minutes. Minimized post-processing is gone, enabling the delivery of drawings, topographical maps, and visualizations. And this same concept can be applied to cityscapes. It can be applied to subterranean environments like subway stations or tunnels, because the metaverse is all about everything. It's above ground, it's below ground, it's inside of buildings. So we have this ability to provide fast and easy data to create that digital twin, whether that's for city planning, project visualization, or other types of needs that will be demanded in the future. Next, I want to talk about autonomy. By adding autonomy, we extend reality capture into previously inaccessible spaces, and we start to push the limits of what is possible. BLK Arc navigates 3D spaces autonomously. As a module, it can be integrated into many different robotic platforms to drive many different applications. Here you see it on Boston Dynamics Spot, but it could go on a track robotic. You know, maybe it needs to go into subterranean environments, maybe it needs to go into harsh environments, and different type of robotic carriers, again, will allow us to push the limits and go to those inaccessible spaces. The fully autonomous workflow enables reality capture. Whether it's complex, hazardous structures, or even in hazardous environments. It allows us to boost the productivity. It eliminates the extra work, and it extends the potential of the digital twin. When we look at the industries like building construction and industrial plant, you know, they greatly benefit from things like safety, repeatability, the ability to collect on defined time schedules, and the ability to begin collections remotely. So the ability to know that, you know, a robotic carrier can be deployed from LA on a project in New York, and walk that floor, and 20 minutes later have the data in the cloud somewhere that is accessible by multiple stakeholders. This brings a lot of extra value to projects. It allows us to get data that's needed to build this digital twin in the metaverse from inaccessible areas, and it cannot be obtained without autonomous solutions. So next we think about the addition of wings. So it allows us to capture complex structures, whether that's buildings, and we can complete those with complete data capture, covering in all shadows. So from roofs, facades, construction areas, duct banks, and much more. The BLK2FLY creates its own path and does its own autonomous flying for the speed of the collection and full data density. It flies around the structures, capturing reality in 3D. And it does this by maintaining intelligent distance and maintaining a certain speed. And that allows us to have complete coverage and more consistent data density to get the right answers from the data. The BLK2FLY streams the point cloud data to the field controller, so the user can see the data in the field, knowing the project is complete before sending the data to the cloud for the end user or leaving the project site. The BLK2GO, the BLK Arc, and BLK2FLY can upload their data automatically to the cloud, where users can view and share the data with colleagues all around the world in near real time. More than simply capturing spatial data, they provide the path to keep data current, which is essential to building the metaverse. And this data is not just for entertainment, it's not just for the building construction world or complex structures. It's becoming foundational in how we will do our work in the future, providing crucial insights on manufacturing facilities, asset management, and other essential business operations. That is at the core of creating digital twins and the metaverse and keeping that data current throughout. And what about meeting the challenges of energy distribution, infrastructure development, and the future of transportation, whether that's road, rail, or other? Autonomy, simplicity, and intelligence, again, provide a solution to move that forward. Imagine being able to exponentially increase both your transportation engineering surveys, and asset collection projects with your existing team. No tracking down or needing to hire new reality capture experts to collect the data or process the data. The elimination of bottlenecks in data processing. The risk and removal of gaps and errors in the data to one seamless, efficient workflow, and with confidence in the results time after time. When you look at that, what would you do with the time recaptured from consolidating your multiple processes into an autonomous and intelligent operation? Would you take that recaptured time and look at pushing that time back into your business and taking on new work? Would you give that time back to your employees to spend time with their families? Would you take that time and start to look at new deliverables that are innovative, that drive more value to your customer, that allow you to stay ahead of your competition? When we look at the mobile mapping and driving these city environments and large-scale infrastructure, the Pegasus TRK completely reimagines mobile mapping to transform project efficiency. An intelligent combination of machine learning and hardware architecture will drive what we can do and empower us to decode and extract information on the fly, not missing any detail along the way, and also not risking privacy along the way. So capabilities like real-time blurring become possible. They provide built-in privacy live during the collection that overrides the raw data, so we can always be confident the data is being shared for any application meets the specifications of privacy requirements. But we have to do more. We need to be able to explore highly realistic visualizations by navigating through a digital space in 3D. We need full control over our movements, whether we're having certain views, certain perspectives, or we just need to simply walk through the data, whether that's for visualization, safety training, and so much more. Today, 3D reconstruction is based on textured mesh models. For this creation of these aerial meshes, hybrid sensors are absolutely the best solution. The fusion of LiDAR and multiple oblique cameras in a single sensor create photorealistic city models. Even urban canyons and cities loaded with high-rise buildings and hard-to-see areas. These mesh models offer an intuitive method to visualize planning in contexts. But HXDR, we go a step further, and we call it the super mesh. And we call it the super mesh by applying various AI technologies autonomously to the data when it's uploaded into the system. We can extract all layers of semantics from the data, from sealed surface to green maps, from cars to parking spots, from rooftops to complete buildings. Our super mesh holds the data, and HXDR is the platform that provides access to end users to gain access to that data beneath the surface. If the ability to capture and share intelligent spatial data is the starting point for the metaverse, then what is next? The ability, when we think about this, the ability to weave context-specific 3D information into physical spaces with augmented reality provides endless opportunities for the future. It can save time, it can improve performance, and reduce costs across a wide range of industries. When we think about the immersive experience, it can help boost task efficiency. It can improve safety protocols. It can optimize our workflows and increase collaboration and much more. But this isn't just the future. It's happening already. By combining reality capture solutions from Leica Geosystems with the Hexagon company Immersal, developers now can merge and anchor digital content to real-world objects. With precise accuracy to their actual location in the physical space, this enables users' mobile device to locate and orient itself into the surrounding physical world using machine-readable maps. These maps, which are used for visual processing and positioning, are constructed from image data supported by various mapping devices, whether that's a BLK2GO device or the device that's in your pocket like an iPhone. And it all is hosted in the cloud and gives a real immersive experience throughout. So when we think about the metaverse, there's a world of opportunity ahead of us for our businesses to grow. From immersive digital twins of individual projects, when we think about the mega-scale data capture of digital twins of entire cities. Smart digital realities require accurate data. They also require current data. Imagine the smart cities of the future, where the digital world meets the real world. through virtual tourism and virtual administration of municipal services and the digital economy. Who would better provide this data than those of us in this room, meaning you, the reality capture experts? The future of the metaverse is yours to create. We're already involved. So we need to continue to harness the advances in technology from simplicity, autonomous technology, and intelligent technology so you can fully unlock the potential in this new paradigm for your business. You decide how far you want to go, and reality capture technology will help you get there. Thank you for your time. Have a great conference. It's been great networking with you over the last couple of days, and I'll open it up for questions.